Hi winners, and welcome to another Winning Wednesday. Now, I just want to say right off the bat, I do plan on live streaming this Saturday over on Twitch, twitch.tv/KatFTWynn, and it will be this Saturday, the 14th, from 3 to 5 Central Standard Time. Seems like that has been good in the past for at least Mass Effect multiplayer. I was debating between Friday or Saturday, and Friday I tend to get pretty wiped and from work, from being woken up at 6 in the morning for work, going to work, and not getting home till 6 p.m., and then having to record on top of live stream, on top of art. It gets a little exhausting. So I think Saturday is going to be what I'm doing this weekend. What I know I'll be doing this Saturday, say again, 14th of May, from 3 to 5 Central Standard Time. And it'll be Mass Effect multiplayer because I'm pretty sure I'm getting really close to the end of the game. Just saying. Pretty damn close. Like, I'm right there. So, at least that's pretty exciting. And I kind of just want to get as much galactic readiness as I can, which is through multiplayer. And Snuffles will probably join again. Maybe. Pretty sure. She said she wanted to. I don't know. But I digress. Next thing is I decided to I don't know why I'm holding my cords. I decided to not do the green screen, blue screen for this one because it actually takes me a really long time to edit those. Like, I record them on the Wednesday, and I could do it the day before or whatnot, but it liked for a max 20-minute video of me just talking, doing the background and everything. It takes over an hour and a half to edit. And then I have to upload it, and it just ends up taking up the entire night. And it's like stupid how complicated or how much time that takes. So this time I just decided to do a pretty standard background as a no distraction type thing. It's not an update video. It's a slight announcement video with Twitch, but it seems pretty consistent that I've been doing Twitch every weekend. It's just times deciding. So pretty much let me know what you guys think about the background. If it's worth it, I'll keep doing it, but it doesn't seem like there's actually more people watching those videos, much less compared to the ones where I don't put that much energy into it. Because Winning Wednesdays have always been kind of a rant video and whatever the fuck, but that now it's starting to become just as much as doing an actual like edited video. Because I have to constantly keep looping the music, and I have to constantly keep updating the background list. And the reason why it takes so long is because I have to actually listen to what I'm saying, so I can find an image online to bring into the background, make sure it's sized correctly, make sure it disappears at the right moments, blah, blah, blah. Whereas in a video, for any sort of Let's Play or anything like that, all I have to do is edit where I know I haven't talked, or I know I didn't do anything eventful, and I don't mess with the music in the background, and green screen just happens, and the background is the game, so the only thing I'm really doing is taking my face out for every cutscene, and cutscenes are very obvious, so I never really have a problem finding any of that, because it's all visually. I can just quickly go through the video just by dragging the mouse, whereas I have to actually listen to pretty much I have to watch the video over again multiple times. So let me know if it's worth it, because I'm not quite sure if it is. I mean, these are still edited in the sense that my voice is edited with it, but that's about it. Because I've noticed that my voice is a little off from my face when in the older Winning Wednesdays, so I'm starting to update that. But yeah, other than that, I just Let's Plays wise, let's get that out of the way. Mass Effect's still going on, but pretty sure I'm nearing the end. I think it won't go past 50 parts, if it even gets to 50 parts, but that's my guess. I could be totally wrong, because I've never, again, seen the ending at all, so I know nothing, but it shall be interesting. As for other games, I actually just got a key for a game that I'm going to be recording right after this, and I decided to do my Winning Wednesday beforehand because I thought I'm probably going to be a wreck afterwards, and there's going to be a lot of crying. I've been warned from Craven. He's the one that told me to play it. Excuse me, I'm sure you guys already know what it probably is, but apparently I'm going to cry a lot, and I'm not excited because me and crying, we're like this, and I don't want to be like this, but we are, and apparently that's entertaining. So there's that. But the developers were awesome enough to give me a key because the game itself retails for about 19 bucks. I think 20 now. I think it was on sale before. So that was really awesome, and I'm really, really grateful to them. They were really nice about it. They just require that you commentate over it. I will be mentioning in the beginning of the video, I have a Patreon game wisp or a donation link if you guys want to, because I cannot monetize the videos because Craven said that he got 2 songs of different points in the game that were words. You couldn't monetize it, pretty much, because they're copyrighted, and I think they're official copyrights because Craven's pretty good about fighting it if they're not. So, and I don't want to fight anything with the developers when they were so good. So if you guys want to, you can always help out that way. I mean, any little bit helps. But yeah, we won't be able to monetize those videos from that game. So if you guys watch anyone else's, I'm sure they have Patreons or donation links as well if you guys want to help them out, because they don't see anything from those videos unless they somehow cut out the song. But Craven said that dialogue's over it. So unless you're like going to mutilate their dialogue, I don't want to risk it because the game's a precious cinnamon roll that I don't want to hack apart in any way. So other than that, I've been doing a lot of short games as they come out. I've been doing a lot of first parts to some things. I know Cubium, it might have been Cubium Dreams. I did episode 1 and it got some love, and I might do 2 later to kind of see what the attention is of that. But I mean, I did it right after it came out, so since it got just as many views as anything else I do, I didn't proceed on because no one in the comments was like, oh my god, keep playing this game. Not one person. They were just like, oh, it's pretty interesting, which it is. So pretty much if a part does like how that did, then I'll probably just move on to the next short game. But I paid like a very little bit of it for it, so I don't mind keeping it in my inventory to use again later if I need videos. Dread Out. Oh my god, the frickin' thumbnail for the most recent Dread Out video won't save. And it won't save no matter what I pick for a thumbnail. It won't save if I change the thumbnail of even the automatic ones it gives me. It just won't do anything. And what's even weirder is if I go into Video Manager or I go to the editing the video, it shows the thumbnail that I picked for it. Like it shows my, my little character playing the game with the freaking butcher in the background and the title. It shows that thumbnail and it shows it on the video, but then when it shows different options for thumbnails, it's not on that list, even though it's saying clearly it's conscious of the fact that I want that to be the thumbnail. And it shows up there. If someone comments on the video, I noticed, it pops up with the video with the thumbnail that I want. But then on my channel, it won't show it. It just won't show it. So I don't know how to fix that. Although I think it actually made it get more views because people are like, oh my god, face cam. It's just weird. Because it's not even like a good thumbnail. It's just freaking middle of the video and I can't even change that. So that's great. But that's what's going on with that. If you guys have noticed and are like, why didn't she make a thumbnail for it? I did. And I don't get a choice. But then pretty much the next few days is going to be the game that I was talking about, the emotional one, and keep going with Mass Effect and live streams and some more one-shots as they come up. I'm just kind of, I'm staking out the indie tag on Steam, so we'll see. Because I play ones that seem cool or seem worth it or not worth it, and I don't want to play them, but I play them for your guys' entertainment. That happened with the last 2 videos, like Share. Oh my god, Share. Oh my god. That was a special game. That's a special game. Craven played it too. That was great. So if you guys want to see it, he got way farther than I did. I did not get very far in that game because I didn't know that where there is no path and there's a tree in the way. I don't know how Craven figured it out, but you can jump behind the garage. But it looks like you can't. Like absolutely cannot. So that's awkward. But yeah, so that's what's going on with videos. And Shy Guy's freaking out while he plays Destiny. But on to what I'm pretty sure the title of the video is going to be, is Patreon questions. So pretty much I realize it's kind of a question and answer, but just for people who donate $10 or more from Patreon. I asked them, like 3 of you have the $10 tier. So I asked you guys what questions you wanted me to answer on Winning Wednesday, and you guys responded. So we're doing that real quick. Some interesting questions. So it'll get more to less related pretty much as I go down the list. But if you guys want to donate at all to Patreon to get in the same tier or a different tier, pretty much I'll put a link in the description as always for my Patreon. There's also Game Wisp, which has totally different benefits, which I have 2 of you on. But yeah, those are totally different benefits. So one's more related to supporting me and benefits related to that. One's more supporting the channel and related to that. So for Patreon, that's what these are for. So first person is Chris. He asked, how about talking about any conventions you might go to in the year 2016, 2017? Funny, we should mention that, is next weekend is ASEN. Now, it's not a gaming convention, it's an anime convention. And I am so excited and totally not prepared cosplay-wise, but I will be there. So anyone that's in the Chicagoland area, it's in the Rosemont Convention Center by O'Hare. So anybody that's around the area who wants to come say hi, I will be on Twitter if you guys want to tweet at me and be like, hey, where are you, bitch? Except don't say it like that, probably. But just be like, hey, I really want to meet up with you. I may not get reception in it. So if you have a place and time that you want to meet, I will be there. And I might make a meetup. Actually, I should do a meetup. Next Wednesday, I will talk about a meetup. Otherwise, I'll also tweet it out. So if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, also links are in the description. Spam. But yeah, I totally don't mind meeting up with you guys, but I get no reception in the convention center. Like anytime when I was at PAX South, Chris, the one who's asking, I went to PAX South and met up with him, but I met up with him because I somehow got a tweet finally from like Bowling Otter being like, hey Kat, someone's trying to find you, but I didn't see it till 40 minutes later when I finally got reception. So I freaking somehow ran into them and I found him. So I will be using Twitter, but don't be surprised if I respond a little late. I will have reception every night. So if you guys are going Saturday, but Friday during the day or at night, you message me or tweet at me and be like, hey, or comment on a video, I'll try to respond as fast as I can. Comments won't probably be as responded to, but Twitter definitely, I'm like, I creep on Twitter all the time. So that is the most recent convention that I will be going to. But after that, I really don't have anything planned for 2016. There's nothing I really know of other than PAX East just happened, but I didn't go to that. And I know PAX Prime's more exclusive. But I don't have anything planned, and I don't have necessarily the funds for it. Especially since we're doing the wedding at the end of August, and that's kind of in the middle from here to the end of the year. So yay, weddings. That shit's expensive. But for 2017, I do plan on going, hopefully, to PAX South again. PAX South was so much fun. I loved meeting all my friends from YouTube, and I loved meeting Chris, and I think 1 or 2 other people like recognized me. That was pretty cool. I didn't get to go to the official meetup that like John and Manly had because they had it on Sunday at 2 and we were driving back from Texas by then. But I do really want to go again next year. So what I was mentioning in the most recent live stream was that any donations, until it's paid off, any donations that I'm getting from either from live streaming, or if you guys just hit the donate button, pretty much anything that goes through donate PayPal, I am putting towards the convention to see you guys and to also be able to experience more of the YouTube job and life and being able to mingle more with other YouTubers to help, you know, possible future collabs. So yeah, because this one I've met a couple people that I hadn't met before and I've collabed with since, so Jake and his friend, which I didn't mention that they were at the con last time. I am so sorry, you two, although you're probably not going to see this. So, but Offensive Jake and his friend, I know their names, their channel is GameWorks, but I got to meet them there, and I got to collab with them afterward. Jake I had before, but not his friend, so that was fun. So I'm really excited, and again, you don't ever feel obligated to donate to me, but if you guys do, it's greatly appreciated because it really helps, especially for things like this, where it's like, I would really love to go, but I do need help sometimes. So apparently the tickets are going on sale in a week, so it's like, great, that's fantastic. So yay. But then, so that's what is going on next year. I don't know anything past that. So then Dustin had asked a couple, well, not a couple things, it's all kind of related, but what are your favorite kinds of food? And then asks certain subcategories. So favorite kinds of food, like first one, snacks, popcorn, pretty much anything unhealthy. I have a problem with a lot of candy, like Starburst or just anything that's not the best for you. I try really hard not to, but yeah, like I love Cheetos, and I think that's about it for snacks. I do snack, but I don't have a love for snacks. I just naturally snack. So meals, probably my favorite meals. My first favorite is grilled cheese and tomato soup. So that is definitely my first favorite. Thanks to my babysitter first, but then my grandpa started making it for me, and now it has a special place in my heart. And that's my feel-good meal. But otherwise, pretty much just, and sushi. I really like sushi. And I haven't had it since my babysitter a long time ago, like back when I was freaking 8, I think, the latest. Was yellow rice and hot dogs, cut up hot dogs. I really liked that, but I haven't had it since. She was the only one that ever made it for me, but yeah. Favorite drinks, other than water, coffee. And by coffee, I mean the sweetest shit that doesn't taste like coffee anymore and is delicious and really unhealthy. Like frappuccinos or iced coffee that has a shit ton of caramel and milk. So restaurants, probably Olive Garden, and I like in Chili's and Fridays. I like Chili's and Olive Garden for family, and then Olive Garden and Fridays for friends. Olive Garden's kind of the nice middle ground, but Fridays is more of definitely with friends. And there's other like sushi places I like, but dessert, ice cream. All the way. I have a problem with ice cream. Gelato counts as well. Oh my god. Okay, so favorite dessert, favorite ice cream, gelato is Goldfish gelato. I had it at Mall of America, and it was the most delicious thing I've ever had in my life, and it's fucking weird, but it's so good. It's kind of like having chocolate and pretzels, but not at all. But I mean, like, the whole sweet and salty, that's what it's like. It is just weird, and I love it, and I could have it all fucking day. But yeah, so there's Dustin's questions, and now Grev's questions. He has a few of them. So do you have any hobbies or interests other than this? Pretty much art when I get the chance. Otherwise, I tend to like feel-good books if I do, or ones that people make fun of me for. I get made fun of a lot for the things I read because they're a lot of young adult, and I don't, for those of you that don't know, I am dyslexic, so young adult books are perfect for me because they're not too high of a reading level, and they keep my interest. Because if I start to go like, it's just a lot to read and I'm not hooked anymore, I just want to stop because it's just a lot of work at that point because it just takes me so long. It's more of a commitment. So, but yeah, and then some minor crafts, like stuff that I don't do as much anymore, but like I was trying to do face-ups on dolls, and that didn't quite happen. I still have all of the materials. I never did it. I like to start a lot of things. I don't tend to finish a lot of things. YouTube's probably one of the only hobbies that I've started and it's continuing, and it like actually I've had momentum with it. Have you traveled to other places or lived elsewhere? No, I have lived in the same town for 23 years. I have been here. I even moved to an apartment in the same town. Yeah, I go places. But traveled, I've been to like Florida. I went to New York when I was a kid. I've been to all the states by me. So Wisconsin, drove through Indiana. I've been to Michigan several times, a lot actually, and Minnesota. And I've been to California a few times. And now Texas. So I've been to that. But otherwise, I haven't really gone out of the States except for to the Bahamas for a cruise that I went on, if you can even count that. I didn't even need my freaking passport. They didn't stamp it. I did need it. I lied. I needed it. They never stamped it. So there's no proof that I freaking went other than pictures. But Photoshop. So I have no technical proof. But yeah, I would love to travel more, but traveling is money, and then I wouldn't want to go alone. I'm not comfortable going alone anywhere, much less to freaking Walmart. So to another place entirely, I need people. Another question. Well, did you know that my state, Queensland, is bigger than Texas? Probably. And damn, because Texas is huge. Texas is bigger than most countries or state. I don't know geography at all, by the way. Not at all. Like, that was my worst subject, was geography, history, like that, social studies, all that shit. Don't remember any of it. I just can't retain it, and I don't know why. And maybe it's because it's a lot of words. You would think with my visual learning, I would know placements at least, but it's the words I can't associate with them anymore. So I apologize for that. But no, I did not know that. And what type of drawings do you like to do, as in styles and topics? I have my own kind of style, but I imitate a lot of others at the same time. I can imitate any style, though it's not easy. Anime is kind of what I lean closer to. It's like a weird anime realism that I do, because it's not quite realistic, but it's not quite anime either. And it's not a cartoon. I mean, it is, but like, it's not the stereotypical exaggerated expression cartoon. I would like to be able to do that more, because I feel like that gives more liveliness to drawing, but I haven't quite figured out my style enough to go that far. As for topics, I do pretty much always people. I've tried doing animals, and since I didn't start off with it, I never practiced in it, and now animals, electronic stuff like that, like, are my weak spot. I can copy a picture and stuff, but you can tell what I'm practiced in. And what I'm practiced in is humans, human anatomy, stuff like that. Even in drawing from life, I was okay when it's in front of me. But if it's to pull from memory, it'll not look proportional at all for any inanimate object or any animal. It's just not going to look right. I need a reference picture. Whereas a human, I can draw from thought. Plus, if I do need help, like hands are the bane of my existence, and I'm pretty sure the bane of most artist existence. I usually try and grab a reference from that if I can't pull it off right away, because there are certain hand positions that are weird, and I could never try to recreate. And I'll need someone to stand in front of me so I can draw it or take a picture of it. So, but yeah, those were the Patreon questions. So, again, if you guys want to donate to Patreon to kind of get the same benefits and to be able to ask me questions, or GameWisp, where you can actually do other things, like you can talk to me in my private Discord, or there's private live streams or whatnot. There's benefits that are completely different for both Patreon and GameWisp. It's just your preference. Both links are in the description. And yeah, I think that's about it. Otherwise, this weekend is full of recording and preparing for ASIN next weekend. So, I hope you guys are winning at life. Watch, I'm totally missing something, and if I am, I'm going to put it in the description, because that's what I tend to always do. But I hope you guys are winning at life, and I'll see you later. So, keep winning at life, guys.